What's up, fuckers? Make sure you like and subscribe. We're gonna get right into it. We're about to go.
Fuck you.
We're about to go all Jake Paul on your ass.
No.
All right? Yeah.
No.
We're gonna go fucking meme lord on this live feed. And look, our producer cut off the last part of the podcast because apparently we were being too low energy and too boring. So guess fucking what? We're bringing the hammer down.
Is it hammer time?
It's fucking hammer time.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
Well,
How we doing, everybody?
doing pretty good. Just got some brownies delivered. They're pretty delicious.
Dude, these are gonna get us. Dude, these brownies are so sick.
Well, the fucked up thing is that they're so chewy and gooey that if I eat them during this podcast, all you're going to hear is like...
I don't like that.
Ugh.
That's awful.
You don't like that?
No, man, that's terrible.
Fuck. Post-podcast brownies then, I guess.
Despite the mundane aura that apparently we were giving off in the last part of the podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to continue talking about Dan's psychedelic experience in the
man.
beautiful city of Amsterdam. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
All right. So where we left off was,
I just met my spirit animal,
which was
a male lion.
How do you know that it was a male lion?
Because I saw a fucking male lion staring me right in the face. And it was just
they do
looking
look
at me,
different.
and there were all these shapes and patterns going around it, but it was just basically staring me down.
And this is when you were in the shower, right?
Yeah. I had my eyes closed. There was like a bunch of cold water just hitting my face directly, and it was just like, it was tripping me out.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But anyways, like I had that experience and it was really good. And after Amsterdam, I went and worked on this farm in England for a couple of months. And one of the farmers that I was talking to is like this Dutch lady, and she's a big psychedelic pothead, just all things natural type person.
Yep.
And I told her about that experience, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. Here, you should read this book." And she gives me this book. I find the lion section, and there is a difference between a male and a female lion. So I like read the differences, and I am like spot on a male lion, dude. That's crazy.
Why do you say that? Why are you a male lion?
Well, there's a couple reasons. Basically, she explained that when you're looking at like your spirit animal, spirit animals only show themselves when you need them. So a lot of people like to think of their shit where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a raptor, I'm a fucking hawk, I'm so fucking cool.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bam, 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 bam. And like the thing that you think a spirit animal is something that's supposed to like boost your ego and like hype you up and everything, right? But it's really not. It's like you'll have a lot of the good, I guess, positive traits of whatever that animal is, but it'll only show itself to you in times where you need it. And so in those situations, you're supposed to pay attention to like kind of the negative or like the flaws that animal might have. So like for me, male lion, they're lazy as fuck, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, when they're at work doing their thing, they're aggressive and they're powerful and they're strong. They have all these great traits, but I mean, they're active maybe like an hour a day. The rest of the time, they're just like laying, while the women actually go out and do the hunting and basically take care of the kids and everything. Like,
So you're a stay-at-home dad.
dude, I could be. I would love to be if I had the opportunity.
Would you? Is that something you want?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like. I don't see you doing that.
It's really hard work for a while. Like when the kids are young, yeah, there's like a lot of shit you need to take care of. There's a lot of attention you have to pay. But once they kind of grow up, all you have to do is like cook, keep the place clean, and then like work on projects.
Okay. So
That sounds perfect.
So let's backtrack. You were in a shower,
Yeah.
rolling balls off truffles, and you saw a male lion.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what?
Then I kept seeing him. Then I was like, I've been in here a long time. And the image started kind of like fading away a little bit. So I was like, I'll get out of the shower. So I did.
I thought you kept going in and out of the shower.
I don't think so.
So what I remember from this, my father and a friend of his were also in Amsterdam at the same time. And we had planned to all go to dinner together that night. Obviously, you tapped out. And
Yeah.
I remember leaving you. I felt like I was dog sitting and left you and felt really bad.
Lion sitting.
Lions.
Yeah. I don't need a fucking
And
cigarette. I'm the king of the jungle.
I remember going to dinner and like, they're like, "Where's Dan? What's he doing?" I was like, "Oh, he's tired. He just wants to stay
Should
home."
have told him.
Oh, I told him later.
Okay.
But it's a weird thing, man. Like being in an environment like that with your parent and their friend and like trying to tell him like, dude's fucking tripping balls right now.
Yeah.
In the shower and he won't leave. And that
Pretty
was the situation.
though.
It is understandable. And it's one of those experiences a lot of people don't get to have. And I'm glad you had it. And I think that was probably a pretty iconic trip for you considering.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even take your truffles, did you?
I did. I took a little bit.
No, I'm saying like the rest of them. You never finished them.
Because I got on a train and went to Paris. And I wasn't trying to fuck around with like.
You wasted your money there, dude.
It's okay. I'm not a psychedelic person. I don't like them. I tried mushrooms a few
Maybe
times.
you're scared of what you'll see, what you'll learn about yourself.
It is scary. It can be, dude. It's not for some people.
But it's good for you. Like ultimately, psychedelics are good for you.
That's fine. I don't disagree with that. It's just not for me.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, indeed. Is there anything else you want to talk about from Amsterdam?
Not really.
You sure?
Yeah. Plead the fifth on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. What are we doing next?
I just want to know, man. Would you rather be poor or ugly? And it's, you kind of have your foot in both pools here. So that's kind of an interesting question. But would you rather be really poor or really ugly?
Really ugly.
Why?
It's a concept that I truly believe, and I don't know how other people feel about it, but the way our world is built, money has, I believe, money to a certain point equals freedom. There have been times in my life where I've had no money. There have been times in my life where I've had a lot of money. And one thing I can tell you is that having money makes you feel better because you don't worry as much. You don't go outside and wonder if something happens to me today, am I going to be able to recover and pay for it and continue living a normal life? If you have a car, you don't constantly have to worry about if this breaks down, what am I going to do? Maybe you have a commute and you have to get to your job. You don't have to worry about those things. And also you can, think about, people always say money doesn't matter. You can, but it does. You can, anything that can make you happy may cost money other than love. What are you showing me? What is that picture?
It's a rocket ship.
Why'd you just draw a picture of a dick and show it to me?
It's a rocket ship.
Are you trying to say I'm a dick?
No, it's a rocket ship.
What the fuck does that have to do with any of this?
You were saying?
Listen, a lot of things that make you happy cost money. If you want a simple thing is like, say you want to travel and you want to go see Rome. That's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, you can also get online and look at some pictures of it.
That's not the same.
But what if you're so good looking and like no matter where you go, you just see your reflection and you're like, damn.
What good does that do you?
Makes you happy. And it doesn't cost anything.
Does being attractive make you happy?
Just as much as having money does.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
Not.
And being attractive can make you money for no reason. Having money can't make you attractive.
Yes, well, not really, but
in rare circumstances it works out, but
listen, I think money's important, man. I don't think it's important to be rich and go buy fancy things. That's some people like it. That's fine. I think it's stupid, but if you don't have a savings account, if you don't have money, if you don't ever plan on retiring, you are going to live a much more stressful life than the alternative. I think it's a simple fact. And it's interesting to me that a lot of people, I think it's mostly people who have money who say money is not important, but it is. Everything in this world costs money. And if you have money, more of the world is open to you. You can't, a lot of people say you can do
I think if you're good looking though, more of the world is open to you. Because you can go up to somebody with money and be like, hey, I'm good looking. Like, you want to fuck and like let me live in your expensive mansion?
Yeah, but that doesn't always make people happy living off somebody else.
I think plenty of people find joy out of that.
Plenty of people do, but I think it's kind of sad. Like, you don't want to most people want to build their own life and make things happen for themselves.
All right. Would you rather lick a toilet seat or lick a garbage can?
Garbage can.
A pretty dirty garbage can.
Wait, what kind of toilet seat? Whose toilet seat?
Public toilet seat,
Oh,
public garbage can.
Fuck that garbage can.
Yeah?
Yep. 100%.
Why?
I don't know. I think the toilet seat grosses me out more.
I think toilet seats get cleaned more often than garbage cans do, though.
Probably. I guess it's just the idea of licking a public. I mean, there's many different levels of public toilet seat.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. Let's say bus stop garbage can versus public toilet seat, like in the lobby of a nice hotel.
Oh, toilet seat in that case.
Why?
Because it's a nice hotel.
So are you saying rich people don't have germs?
I'm saying if it's a nice hotel, it's probably more meticulously maintained than the garbage can outside the bus stop.
But if it's cleaned too often, then there's a chance to get all those chemicals.
That's fine. A little bit of...
Those are deadly, man.
Dude, that's fine.
You don't want that shit.
I got Windex in my mouth the other day. I'm good. I'm still here. I swallowed a fish bone yesterday. That stressed me out.
That's actually good for you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of calcium in that. You see Bear Grylls, he eats fish bones all the fucking time.
Your body can digest that, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they're small enough. There's always the risk that it'll like poke you in some weird way before it gets digested, but it's fine.
You know what that makes me wonder? If you only had 24 hours left to live, what would you do?
Oh, shit.
You're dying tomorrow at 8:12 p.m.
I'm
What are you
torn.
gonna do?
I'm torn between like love and hate, you know? Like part of me would really want to like reach out to everybody I love and like say goodbye or whatever, and I don't know, try to have a peaceful, enjoyable last 24 hours, and then part of me would just want to try and like eliminate every bad person from Earth. You know?
So that's something that you really care about, is eliminating bad people.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah. That's not what comes to mind for me at all.
That's the thing, though, is like given the rest of my life, however long that is to live, I don't feel the need to go out and eliminate bad people. But if I knew I was going to die in 24 hours no matter what, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to go to jail. They're not going to kill me. Might as well try to do some good for the world by doing some bad.
That's an answer.
That is an answer. And don't judge me, man. I see you judging me.
I'm not judging you at all. I'm not even looking at
Your
you.
little
right
hat.
now. My little hat.
Fuck that hat.
Why fuck this hat?
What is that?
It's
Is that a fox?
I don't know what it is actually. It's for a band called Beartooth. I saw them a couple years ago.
Good.
I really like that.
Good for
So I
you.
bought it. So I do whatever the fuck I want.
That's a really interesting story. I think we're making our producer very happy with how interesting the story is.
You asked the fucking question. Don't ask stupid questions.
I didn't ask. I didn't want an answer from you.
Then don't ask the fucking question,
I
Dan.
didn't want an answer. It's like, what the fuck is that hat? Like, don't explain it. Just shut up and take the hat off.
The hostility on you.
If you really want me to be honest.
Wow. Where's this coming from?
I don't like the hat.
Is there something you want to talk about?
I don't like how smug you look in that hat, judging me.
Dude, no one's judging. I'm looking at the computer right now.
Judging me, man.
Wow. I think you need to stop drinking.
I haven't drank enough.
I haven't drank enough yet, boy.
You just wait till I get home, boy.
I took you into this world. I'll take you out.
You're my boy.
You know, you're going to be a stay-at-home dad someday, sitting on a fucking recliner, just telling your kids to shut up and go upstairs and do their homework. You're not going to.
I'm going to be a great dad.
You're not going to cook shit.
Hell yeah. I'm going to cook everything.
You're not going to do shit.
I would be such a good
You're going to be a stay-at-home dad. Your wife's still going to clean up after your ass.
No, I'm going to spend all day like prepping out just delicious, exquisite foods on her dime.
No,
she's paying for
Jesus
it all, obviously.
Christ.
I don't have any income.
Yeah, you're broke as fuck. Your wife makes all your money.
Yeah, it's my labor that is the value.
What
that
is
I'm
your
bringing.
labor?
Creating gourmet, healthy meals for my wife and our family. Raising our kids to be respectable members of society.
You're not being a respectable member of society right now.
I am.
No, you're not. You're being a dick.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Please explain that, Connor.
You just told me, you asked me a question about my hat. And then I answered it, and you're like, you shouldn't have fucking answered it. You should have just taken the fucking hat off. You're being a dick.
Don't remember what you're talking about.
I don't know if you know this or not, but it's literally all being recorded, and I can put it right there.
I don't know. I kind of feel like you're putting words in my mouth, but that's okay.
Put a fucking fist in your mouth. How about that?
Yeah, see, that's type of negative energy we don't
Have you
need.
ever, someone needs to kick the shit out of you. Have you ever gotten the shit kicked out of you? Because you need it.
Kind of. I feel like you need it a lot more than I do. Like, a lot more. And I was trying to fight you for years, and you
We
never
got in a
wanted
fight.
to.
We got in a fight.
Are you talking about during the Super Bowl?
We got in a fight during the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I mean, it was like halftime, and we were playing football out in the field behind Homeboy's house, and I don't know, I guess somebody was being too rough for you, so you started throwing hands and got taken to the ground. But what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the time so I used to have a trampoline in my backyard as a kid.
That doesn't count,
Dude,
bro.
that was the first fight we were ever in.
How old were we, though?
9.
Yeah, not old enough to hurt each other. But when you're 9, you can literally get hit in the face like 40 times and you'll be fine. As long as it's by another 9-year-old, you know?
Let me just say this. You're a sweet, sweet guy. You know why? I used to do this thing on our trampoline. I was being a dick. And I would do this thing. There's a technique on a trampoline where you can like bounce somebody up. If you hit the trampoline right before them and then they hit it, it launches them up higher. And I did that to you. And as you launched higher, I pushed you off the trampoline and you landed on the ground. I happened to like fall over. Next thing I know, I look up and you're climbing on the trampoline, coming at me. And you have this look in your eye that I'd never seen. And I thought it was going down. Mm-hmm. And you come up, I'm laying there, and you pull your fist back like you're about to hit me. And I'm like, stop. And then you it's like a movie, like you just like rest and sit down. And you're like, oh. And I'm like, why'd you stop? And you go, because you told me to. You're sweet.
Okay, so that's not a fight then.
It would have been if you weren't so fucking sweet.
Yeah, I would have beat the shit out of you.
You know what you are? You're a sweet, sweet tartan ass. You're a fucking sweetie.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, once we got older, I was trying to fight you. I was trying to, like, settle some shit. Just, like, everything, you know? Everything at once. Because you need to get your ass beat. And we had plenty of opportunities where there were even, like, boxing gloves available. And we could have gotten in a circle of our peers to all judge it and to all witness it. But you're always like, no, you know, I don't want to, it's not really my scene.
Because I'm not trying to fight you. I'm just saying, like, you have this arrogance and someone bigger than you needs to kick the shit out of you. I'm not the one to do it. I'm your best friend.
I'm nice to people, man. I'm not arrogant.
I'm like, I'm your guy. I'm, you know, we're fam, and I'm not the one to beat the shit out of you. You need to go to a bar someday and talk like you're talking right now.
Go to a bar every day, Connor.
No, you need to go to a different bar, a bar that's not your home. You need to go somewhere, talk like you're talking right now to somebody you don't know, and let it piss them off.
That's not how I talk to people, though.
Then why do you talk to me like that?
Because you're a...
Our producer just took us outside, had a little talk with us. We were both being children.
We weren't being sensitive towards each other's... I don't know, personalities. We weren't being sensitive, just in general.
Yeah.
We apologize.
You know, I've been best friends since 2nd grade, and it's really not okay for us to treat each other like that.
No. Never again.
Never.
This is a podcast called Trial and Error, and I think tonight we unfortunately really lived up to that name. We were trying it out, and there were some errors. That's why we named the podcast Trial and Error. So, in an effort to make amends here, we are going to each give each other a nice compliment, and then we will sign off. Connor, would you please compliment me?
Yes, Dan. I'm sorry, let me collect myself real quick.
Please take your time.
We're being honest, right? Like we're not like, it's not jokes.
No,
Like,
no.
We're honestly being nice to each other.
Real good compliments.
Okay. You are by far, and I mean this in the highest of regards, no pun intended. You are definitely the tallest friend I have.
That's not true.
Who's taller?
Trav.
Who, by the way, will be on our podcast next week. Tune in next Monday with Yuck. You can find him on Instagram at Yuck Season, SZN.
He's very tall.
Check out his album on Spotify, Survival Tactics. It's fantastic. He talks about a lot of things that people should be more sensitive about. But I'm supposed to say something nice about you.
Yes.
This is hard for me. It's really hard. That's what she said. You are honestly very... We cannot satisfy our producer tonight. You are, in a weird way, one of the smartest people, probably the smartest person I know on a daily basis. Just like me, you never went to college. Actually, you went to college more than me. You never graduated, neither I never stepped foot in a college. But there are many, many occasions where I am talking with you. I talk with you every day. There's many times where you will not correct me, but you'll surprisingly know way more about something than I would have expected you to. Sometimes you know about random shit. Also, some people like to talk about street smarts versus book smarts, and it almost seems like you have the best of both. It's an interesting thing. People always say that you should surround yourself by people who are smarter than you. And every time I'm around you, I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing. How was that, Aaron? Was that good?
You know, that was very nice. Connor, I feel like you are a very ambitious person. Like you said, you never went to college. You're kind of just going with what you know. But anytime you get really interested in something, you dive right into it, you figure it out, and you come up with a plan on how to make it succeed, and you try your damnedest to see it to the very end. And I admire you for that. I also really like your hat.
You want to go back there?
It's a sick hat, dude. So on that note, join us next week with our guest Yuck. Should be a very interesting episode. And make sure you follow us on all platforms and check out the website, trialanderrpodcast.com. All right, lovers. We'll see you next week. Bye.